Hi, I'm Gary White for Channel 6, Central Kentucky Television. I'm here with Talora Schlosser, who's the Marion County School Superintendent, for an update on what's going on with the Marion County school system. A lot of stuff going on. The biggest thing right now is it's May, and it's the end of May, which means that school's getting ready to end for this year, right?
Right.
And we want to talk about graduation, which is coming up. When actually is graduation?
That's going to be Saturday at the high school, 10 o'clock, May the 24th.
And as long as no weather issues arise, that's going to be the case, right?
Absolutely. And we, our transportation department does a great job. In the event that parking becomes a problem, we will be running a shuttle bus from the Kroger parking lot and also down at Knight Academy.
Okay, fantastic. And congratulations to all the graduates who will be graduating
Absolutely.
this year. But also you are having, so that's going to be going on to go graduate our seniors, but you're also having something called Bump Up Day,
Yes.
which is getting people ready for the next year for those students that are going to be staying with you, right?
That's correct. So in other words, if you are in the 3rd grade, Gary, you will go ahead and go to your 4th grade classroom. So we found that it really relieves a lot of anxiety with kids, and we do the same thing. So if you are in an elementary school, then you'll actually travel to the middle school. Right. And that gives everybody an opportunity to get in those buildings that maybe they've never attended before.
Right.
And like you were talking about with graduation, our seniors actually have a bump out day. And so we basically have all kinds of classes that are adulting classes, and that could range from anything from health and nutrition, or managing a budget, or what does it mean to have a will, or insurance. I don't want to leave anybody out, and we do it downtown, so we're trying to generate some obviously local interest with our kids. And our community has been wonderful and fantastic partners for.
And what day, when is this?
This is actually tomorrow, so that's going to be Tuesday the 21st, and so we'll do Bump Up and Bump Out Day tomorrow.
And that's kind of things that even adults who are out of school can use some of that kind of information, because sometimes you forget. So it's really helpful.
It is.
Starting a bank account, learning how to do all that kind of stuff too, because if they haven't had to do that in the past, they will now.
Absolutely.
Right. Now also, as we're getting ready for summer, so the end of school obviously is here. What actual is the end of school day? When's the last school day?
The students' last day is Thursday, and then staff's Friday, and then graduation is Saturday. So so they'll be finished then. We finished up our K-Prep testing last week. You know, you'll see a lot of awards programs and promotional ceremonies like at our elementaries and things. The weather was nice last Thursday and Friday, so I saw a lot of kids having picnics and wearing sunscreen. Yeah. So, you know, we did have a mild winter this year, a lot of rain this spring, but hopefully we're creating a lot of memories for our kids.
And also something exciting that's going on right now is with the softball and baseball teams.
Right, well, it is Marion County. It's our turn to host the district tournament. So that'll be going on. So we'll be having teams and families and fans come out to our campus, and you know, our coaches, Miss Bennett and Mr. Campbell, our head softball and baseball coaches, they do a great job with our own kids. And then, you know, it's a lot of responsibility for them to step up and actually host a tournament like this. And so I appreciate all their work. We've got a lot of volunteers that help our softball and baseball, and I know they take great pride in this as well. I don't want to start naming names because I'll leave somebody out, but excited that, you know, that's an opportunity for folks to drive into Marion County and participate in some tourism right here in Lebanon.
Right, absolutely. And that's actually going on this week. So it's a busy week.
Absolutely. So the last week of school, Bump Up, Bump Out Day, you know, district tournament, graduation, and it's Memorial Day weekend.
Exactly. You get to rest hopefully on Monday.
Let's hope.
Exactly.
Yes.
But also, we want to talk about some other stuff that's been going on in the county as well.
Okay.
And I know you have a search going on with the high school as well. And can you tell us about that search that's going on there?
Yes. A couple of weeks ago, I did put out a statement, Gary, that there had been a lot of rumors about the high school principal, and I assured folks those rumors were not true. But the high school principalship, I made a decision to go in a different direction. So we're in the process of completing that search. actually tonight. I'm meeting with the council again for the second time. We will be looking at survey results. We did a survey out and gave folks the opportunity to provide input on characteristics of a new principal, and even gave them an opportunity to just free response, like, what are you looking for? Tell us what you think. And so we did that. So tonight we'll look at those. We'll actually develop interview questions. We will go into closed session and look at applications. And then our timeline, if we continue to be able to go by our timeline, is we will actually interview for a new high school principal next Tuesday, the 28th.
Okay, great. And then hopefully by the time you get to leave for the summer, we'll have a new principal
Yes, we will.
Installed for that. And we'll keep you up to date when we hear some news on that as well.
Okay.
But also, there was some developments on the planning committee. I want to talk a little about that as well with our local planning committee.
Yes.
That is going on with the different facilities.
Yes. Again, a couple of weeks ago, we had a meeting, and we actually met at Marion County Middle School. We had 17 folks present for our committee, and they voted to move forward with asking KDE to look at the option of renovating Calvary for $300 and relocating Lebanon Elementary at the current Night Academy, and then relocating the Night Academy within a wing of Marion County High School, so there would be some shared spaces, but the 8th and 9th grade would occupy a different part of the school and or in an addition. Now, I don't want to get too far down in the weeds with what that would look like, because the very first thing that has to happen is that we just have to get approval.
Right.
And then from that point, there's a process of programming, and so whether you're remodeling Calvary or remodeling the high school, there are things you have to go through to decide where things are, what that looks like. Do we renovate a space? Do we change what a space looks like? So the very first thing we have to wait for is, what does KDE tell us? Are we going to be able to do that, or is that something that actually has to go back to the committee and maybe we look at doing something different?
So that would then, in that scenario that you have, the one campus that would be eliminated basically would be the Lebanon Elementary School campus. And
at this point, the board has not made an official decision, like, would that campus be used for 21st Century and our Community Learning Center? Would that campus be possibly used in the future for Early Learning Village? Like if you just did maybe preschool, Head Start, kindergarten. I mean, there are places that do that. Would that be actually sold to generate more revenue to pay for some building projects? So it would be used differently,
right,
or it could be sold, but the board would make that decision. So yes, those kids would move. Lebanon Elementary, and I don't want to say the wrong numbers, but about 34,000 square feet at Lebanon Elementary right now. If relocated to this campus at the Night Academy building, it's 78,000 square feet.
Wow.
That has just been renovated a couple years ago, energy efficient, new heat and air, new lights. Now obviously that space would have to be retrofitted for little ones, but a lot of good space there for our kiddos. We have been in conversation with the city and the county. We all agree that that intersection needs to be addressed. That intersection needs to be addressed today, regardless of what school's on this campus. So we all recognize that. I know that the city's also having conversations about, is there a way to get sidewalks from downtown Lebanon out here to Kroger? On my way in today from being at one of the schools, I saw several folks walking there in front of TG. So I know that that's something that will be, that's going to be important to our community. Again, you know, sidewalks and just transportation's always, you know, that's a big thing. We're very blessed here with a lot of business and industry, but it does cause some traffic in a little town in Kentucky, right?
That's right. So there might be development options for those that campus as well. Would redistricting come into a factor in this scenario, or
It would, because right now our enrollment at Calvary is around 220. So there would be a little bit of, you know, and when I say a little bit, you know, relocating 50 to 80 kids at Calvary may not sound like a lot when you're dealing with 3,300 students, but if it's one of your children, right?
It's a big deal.
It is a big deal, and so that would take some time, and it'd be a process. If the plan is approved and the board votes to approve it as well, and it goes forward to the Kentucky State Board of Education, it'll be a process of not just deciding what does a renovation look like, but also redistricting. And you know, we'll have some time to do that, because just the programming alone to decide what that looks like could be anywhere from 6 to 9 months. And then there's a lot of site surveys. So, you know, it still could be a couple of years before we see, you know, some new bricks go up maybe.
Right. So it's not something that's going to be taking place next school year?
No, no, sir. Yeah. No, there'll be time.
Yeah, so you'll have time to be informed on what's going on.
Yes, along the way.
Right. But between now and the next school year, you do have some exciting activities planned, right? And that's the Summer Academy. Yes,
we are always blessed in Marion County. We have something very special, our Summer Dream Academy. We have over 30 programs for all ages, preschool through high school. They occur all over the county. Our Dream Bus runs in conjunction with that. We will have 10 stops like normal, 2 a day, where we will have food and activities on the bus. Every family was mailed home a brochure that actually gave the schedule of the Dream Bus, where all the summer feeding sites were, and all of the different programs. So that way there's no, you know, everybody receives that. Sometimes we have to look through our kids' backpacks to figure out where the letter is or where's the brochure. So we tried to eliminate that by mailing that home. And so our theme this year is Be Flamazing, and we have decided that the flamingo for our summer is going to be our mascot. So this summer we're going to spend the whole summer allowing students to help us decide what to name our flamingo.
Okay.
So, you know, it's kind of hard not to smile when you see a big, tall, pink bird. And so we've got some t-shirts to give away to the kids on our opening night. Actually, that's going to be Friday, May the 31st. It's going to be at Lebanon City Park at 5 o'clock. And so we would love for all of our families and our children to come out. We'll have food and games and fun, lots of giveaways, and it's a great way to kick off summer.
Absolutely. And I did see Becky, I think, was wearing the Flamazing shirt, so that people are getting the word out there for it too.
Yes, and they're really cute.
They're colorful.
Yes, they are. They are. They are.
And that's something for all the kids to be involved in over the summer. Gives them something to do, an opportunity to learn, and also if they need a meal throughout the week, they have that option available as well. And again, that information is available, sent to your house, or you can contact the office here and get some more information on that.
Yeah,
right?
They can contact the office here, they can contact the schools, and you know, I just have to say that our lunchroom ladies do an amazing job. Last year in summer feeding, we fed over 16,000 meals.
Wow.
We have one of the biggest summer feeding programs in the state, and I would not say population-wise that we have one of the biggest school districts in the state. But you know, it's pretty darn amazing that when we can put nutritious meals in kids' hands over the summer, and you know, we'll look up and it'll be time for school to start back.
That's right. And when will that be?
August the 7th on Wednesday. So we're excited about school starting back, and you know, we've had a great school year. I anticipate this week being busy, but I think it's going to be a fun kind of busy. There's nothing wrong with enjoying these last few days with our kids.
Absolutely. And again, then enjoy the summer and be ready to start back on August the 7th. And that's some of the stuff going on with the Marion County School District. This has been Gary White with Marion County School Superintendent Dolores Schlosser here on Channel 6 Central Kentucky Television. Thank you.
You're welcome.